Hello again, curriculum students. This screencast is going to be about your student-taught lesson, so I wanted to describe that for you. For your student-taught lesson, you can select any lesson plan that you've created during your 406 or 304 courses. This could be lessons A or lesson B. This could be your 304 lesson plan that you choose to teach out in the field. This could also be any lesson plan from within your unit, except for obviously, lesson 1, which is your pre-test, and lesson 10, which is your post-test. Those wouldn't be good choices. All of them need to be science or social studies clearly. They can be any grade level, all the way from pre-K through 6, so all of that is fine. You will be teaching to your base group. So the base group is the small group that you're in and you take attendance with. So it should be 4 to 5 students approximately. All students will be teaching at the same time, so we'll have to spread out across the classrooms. I'm hoping to get a few of you in our current classroom and then a few of you in another location. That way it's not as loud, but we all know that it's possible to have 2 teachers teaching in a room, so we're just going to stay focused and do the best that we can with that. As far as technology, because you won't have the smartboard, what I'd encourage you to do is think about what you could do if you didn't have a smartboard in your classroom, or maybe use your laptop to show a quick video clip, or use the iPads, or have your students bring a device or something like that, so that way they could actually use the technology that you were planning on using if you were to be doing this in front of a whole class with a projector and a smartboard or an Elmo or something like that. So with your student-taught lesson, you will need to also submit a instructional strategy poster. So I'm going to also do the brief description of that here as well. You'll notice that on our class calendar, it says instructional strategy assignment or poster. Under or next to each student-taught lesson, only do you need to submit this assignment if you are teaching that day. So the hope here is that you are going to be using an instructional strategy that either we've talked about in class or that you've seen somewhere in a previous experience. And what you're going to need to do is just create a one-page sort of flyer or poster, if you will, about this instructional strategy. So you can use Glockster, you can use Comic Life, you can use Publisher, you could use Google if you'd like to as well. So the goal of this assignment here is that you need to describe how and when the strategy can be used. You also need to include a reference list of where you've gotten these resources and this information. So here's your score sheet. Take a look at that carefully. Brief explanation of how the strategy was used in the lesson plan, a description of the strategy and its purpose, step-by-step explanation of how to implement the strategy. Please note this is the most points here. An explanation or samples of when the strategy can be used. Just attractiveness overall, your reference list, and then in general just thought introspective effort and overall quality there for a total of 60 points. I'm going to give you a few examples here. So you can find these examples in our classroom under the About tab. So scroll down and you'll find instructional strategy samples. These are 2 really strong examples. The first one here is on graphic organizers. Let me move this over for us. All right, there we go. So here we have just a very attractive page, what is a graphic organizer, how are they used, ideas, benefits of that, examples, lots of pictures, and then some references. Let's go back and take a look at the other one. Okay, and here's a different instructional strategy, SWOT. Again, photos, directions, materials even, examples of how it could be used, a QR code of a video. That's very clever. On this one, it does not include the references, so that would be something that was missing on this sample. But overall, as far as attractiveness and directions, materials, and examples, this one looks really good. So again, I just wanted to encourage you to make sure that you review
the score sheet. Also, you only need to submit your instructional strategy assignment on the classroom. We're going to use this assignment as actually our final exam. We're going to do an instructional strategy fair where everybody in the class is going to bring copies of their instructional strategy assignment, flyer or poster, and we're going to just take some turns and rotate it and share this. So we've done so much work that we're just going to take some time to celebrate it for our final there. Thanks so much. Don't forget to post any questions that you have about this assignment or about the instructional strategies assignment on the classroom. Thanks.